Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Studio Upgrade. So I have 3 things here in total. I'm just waiting on the third thing to come from Amazon. So the first thing that I got here was from Amazon. This is a desk-mounted tripod for a DSLR or a phone or whatever. So I got this from Amazon for about I want to say $35 to $40. It took me about 10 minutes to fully put together. One huge problem for me, probably the biggest, was that it didn't come with any instructions. So I had to resort to a picture on Amazon to actually build it. So, but yeah, it wasn't too complicated. It only came with like a few parts. So yeah, and then I had to find exactly where I wanted to mount it onto the desk, which was a little bit tricky in the end, but you know, I was finally like able to find a spot to put it. Had to move it around a few times, but it wasn't any problem at all in the end. So yeah, so this is what the mount looks like, and I have my DSLR on top. So just letting you guys know, I'm currently recording audio separately, so, you know, me speaking is not what's going to be heard on the mic, so yeah. The ball mount on the top was a little bit loose, but I was able to tighten that up in the end. It just needed to be tightened a little bit more. But yeah, it holds a pretty good grip on the DSLR. So the next thing that I got here was from B&H. This, in the end, was the only thing that I got from B&H. And I got the Canon EFS 24mm lens. This is a lens for my DSLR. This was about, I want to say, $160 brand new on B&H's website. And I decided to get this because, number one, it doesn't show as much of a picture, but it is able to focus in better, especially in, you know, when I'm farther back. It's able to get a little bit of a better focus than something like my normal lens would have. So, yeah, not only that, but it's a lot smaller. As you guys can see, they call this a pancake lens because of how thin it is. Yeah, this is what it looks like. Looks really nice. Like I said, it came in brand new. So, yeah. Okay, so this is what the lens looks like with the 18 to 55mm lens. And this is what the 24mm lens looks like. So yeah, it looks pretty good. Like I said, I'm a little bit farther away from the lens itself, but it's still able to get a really focused in subject. As you guys can see, the background here it has a good amount of blur to it than what the capable lens would be capable of doing. But yeah, so this is the 18 to 55mm lens. Now, this was the default lens that came with my Canon DSLR. One problem, though, with the 24mm lens is that, number one, it doesn't have a stabilizer mode. So, you know, if you're doing, you know, video shooting, I would suggest using a gimbal because this lens does not include any type of stabilizer to it. So, you know, you're not going to get that extra stabilization as you would with the 18 to 55mm lens or the 250mm lens. So that's one difference. Number two, it doesn't have any type of zoom function like my other 2 lenses would, but that's completely fine. That's pretty much what I wanted. I wanted a little bit of a wider picture so that I can just, you know, crop this out when I go into editing, so zooming isn't really that big of a deal. And for the last thing that I got here, I got this from Amazon. This was about $130, and inside this packaging, I got the SanDisk Extreme Pro 512 gigabytes. Sorry, that's my train out there. So I wanted to get a bigger SD card for my DSLR because the old one that I had was only 64 gigabytes, and it's like the third time that this happened. Like, I would be in the middle of recording and my DSLR would give me a message that the SD card was full, and I needed to clear up space in order to record more, and that was becoming a big problem. So yeah, I decided to get a bigger lens. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of Studio Upgrade, episode 3. It might take pretty long, maybe like about a month or two, because I have to save up a little bit more money. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in episode 3. Peace.